Okay, now let us begin. Are you able to see clearly what I've written? Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Now today we are going to learn how to solve linear equations, simultaneous linear equations with three unknowns. But before we do that, I want us to remind ourselves how to solve simultaneous equations with only two unknowns. We have come across simultaneous equations before. Kwa mfano that x plus 3y is equals to 19. And you are told to calculate for the value of x and for the value of y. Now, when solving simultaneous equations, we can use two major methods. The first one is we can solve for x and y through elimination, which we are the common one that we are used to. Or we can solve for the variables by the method of substitution. And we are going to look at both of them today and see how we can solve a system of equations with only two variables, and then we'll go into a system of equations with three variables. Now, kwa mfano hii system up, this example up here, how are we going to solve for the value of x and for the value of y? How do we do that? Now, we do that by either eliminating y or eliminating the variable x. Now, what we do is we make sure that the coefficients before the variables, when eliminating them, are of the same value. Kwa mfano, in this case, if we eliminate x, in this case, if we are to eliminate x, we will have to make sure that the coefficient, the number before x, should be the same. In the first equation, we have 2. In the second equation, it is 1. So how are you going to make them equal? We'll have to multiply this equation by 2. So therefore, this will become 2x plus 5y is equals to 33. And then when you multiply this equation by 2, itakuwa 2x plus 6y is equals to 38. Now let us eliminate x. So how are we going to eliminate it? We subtract. Now we subtract this x. What we are left with here is 0. Now since we are subtracting, we are going to subtract kila mahali. So we will still subtract here for the variable y, and we subtract for the answer. So 5y minus 6y gives us minus y is equals to 33 minus 38 gives us minus 5. Therefore, the value of y will be 5. Sawa. Now, we have gotten the value of y. How do we find the value of x? We can take this value of y and replace it in any of those two original equations. So let's take mfano hii ya pili. So x plus 3 multiplied by the value of y. We replace the value of y, which tumepata y is 5, will give us 19. So x plus 3 times 5 is 15, is equals to 19. So the value of x will therefore be, when you take 15 to the other sides, we'll subtract it from 19, giving us the value of x as is equals to 4. Now that is calculating a system of equations using the method of elimination. We are eliminating a variable x. Now let us do another example. 3x plus 3y is equals to 18. X plus 7y is equals to 30. How are we going to do that?
By using?
No, we're still on elimination. Ile ambayo tumezoea. Now,
So
let's say, which one do you want to eliminate? X or
we
Y?
can let us eliminate y.
It's always advisable to start with one that has a coefficient of 1 because it is easier, but we can use either. So let us use y this time round. Now, we have to make sure that the coefficients before the variable y are equal. Now, in this case, which number, the least common multiple of 3 and 7 itakuwa ni ngapi? Which is the least common multiple of 3 and 7? Namba gani ambayo tuta multiply and it is the least common multiple? Kwa mfano, in this case, I will put 21 because 21 is the least common multiple of 3 and 7. The LCM of 3 and 7 will be 21. Now, what will we do to 3 to get 21?
Multiply by 7.
Multiply by 7. So we will multiply the whole equation by 7. What will we do to 7 to get 21? We'll multiply by 3. So we'll multiply the whole equation by 3. Now what we get in the first one is 3 times 7, 3x times 7, 21x, plus this is 21y is equals to, now 18 times 7 gives us
126.
126.
126. We do the same for the bottom. We do the same for the bottom. We multiply everywhere by 3. So x times 3 gives us 3x
3.
plus 7y times 3 gives us 21y
21.
is equals to 30 times 3 gives us 90. Now we have made the coefficients of y to be equal. Now we want to eliminate the variable y. What do we do? Will we add or will we subtract?
Subtract.
Sorry, we subtract. Now if we are subtracting, then we are going to subtract everywhere. So this 21 minus 21y gives us 0. Now 21x minus 3x gives us
18.
21 minus 3.
21 minus 3, 18x plus 0 is equals to 126 minus 19 in ngapi?
6.
Yes?
36.
36. So the value of x becomes this 36 divided by 18 to give us
2.
2. Are you together? Now what will be the value of y? We'll replace it in any of these equations. Let us replace it in the first one. So 3 and the value of x is 2 plus 3y is equals to 18. So 6 plus 3y is equals to 18. When we take 6 to this other side, it becomes negative. So we are left with 3y is equals to 18 minus 6 is 12. So y is equals to, we divide 3 on each side to give us that y is equals to 4.
4.
Okay?
Yes.
Let us do this one. You tell me what the value of x and y is. X, let's see, 2x plus 2y is equals to 16, and x minus 3y is equals to 4. What will be the value of x?
7.
7. Kila mtu amepata 7?
Yeah.
Nimesikia sauti ya Maina. Karibu sana Maina. What will be the value of y?
1.
1. Any question mpaka hapo ama tuko pamoja?
Iko sawa.
Cheryl, are you with us?
Yes.
Umepata 7 na 1?
Yes.
Benjamin ameenda ama kuna? Yes, Benjamin. So kila mtu amepata x ni 7 na y ni 1.
Yes.
Now this is solving simultaneous equation. Now this is a system of equations that has only two unknowns. Okay. Now what if you're given, and we have solved for these two unknowns using elimination method. We have eliminated x, or we are eliminating y. Now what if you're given a system of equation that has three unknowns? Kwa mfano, we have 3x plus y minus 2z is equals to 7. We have x minus 3y plus 4z is equals to 15. We have 2x minus 2y plus z is equals to 12. I will label these equations distinctively so that we can see which one is which. So the first equation will be A, the second one B, and the third one C. Now we are told to solve for these unknowns, x, y, and z, using the method of elimination. Now what we do is we will still do the same. We'll still use the same concept ambao tumetumia in this equations with only two unknowns. We will eliminate x to back in a one variable. When we are left with one variable, then we solve for that variable. Once we solve for that variable, we replace it in one of the initial equations to get the other variable. Now in this mfano kama hii hapa, this system, I want to eliminate z. Let us, the first step, we cancel or eliminate z. Now in this case I have three equations. I can pick any two. I can either take a, b, I can take b, c, or c, a to eliminate the value of z. So kwa mfano, if I choose using equation a and b, if I use equation a and b to eliminate z, no, let me use c and d, no, c and a, it will be easier for me. C and a. C and a is 2x minus 2y plus z is equals to 12. Always eliminate ile value ambayo unaona iko na 1, the coefficient yake ni 1, it will be your easiest value to eliminate. And a, which is 3x plus y minus 2z is equals to 7. Now if you look at this is a, this is c, and this is a. Now if you look at our equation c, this coefficient is 1. If we look at our equation a, this coefficient is 2. Now what will I do to this equation so that this becomes 2? I will have to multiply the whole of that equation with 2. Now tunapata that itakuwa 4x minus 4y plus 2z, no, plus, yes, 2z is equals to 24. Is equals to 7. Now utapata kwamba now our coefficients are equal, they are similar. Now what will I do to this plus 2z and minus 2z to eliminate z? Will I add or will I subtract?
Add.
Will I add or will I subtract to eliminate z?
add.
Unaweza andika kando. I have plus 2z minus 2z. I want it to be 0. Nataka ikuwe 0. Will I add these two or will I subtract them?
You will add.
If I will add them. If I add a plus and a minus inabaki inakuwa minus. If I subtract a minus and a minus, it becomes a positive. So I will add them. So now when I add them, they become 0. So that means you have added here, I will add in kila mahali. So now 4x plus 3x becomes 7x. Minus 4y plus y becomes
7x.
Minus 4y plus y becomes
Minus 3y.
minus 3y plus 0 is equals to 24 plus 7 becomes 31. Now we have an equation with two unknowns. We now have an equation with two unknowns, which is 7x minus 3y is equals to 31. This becomes our equation 1. Now we will do the same thing to get another equation with two unknowns. We used C and A to get the first equation. Now we will use A and B to get another equation. So we write down equation A. So 3x plus y minus 2z is equals to 7. X minus 3y plus 4z is equals to 15. And this is our equation A. This is equation B. We are still eliminating, yes, we are still eliminating z. Kwa sababu we want to find another equation with two unknowns x and y. So now let us eliminate z in this case. Tunataka hizi coefficients zifanane. So what I will do is I will multiply the equation A times the value of 2. Now it becomes 6x plus 2y minus 4z is equals to 14. And the equation B still remains the same. Plus 4z is equals to 15. Mpaka hapo tuko pamoja?
Yes.
Now let us eliminate z here again. So am I going to add or will I subtract? Will I add or will I subtract? I don't know if my work is clear kwa sababu naona ni kama inapotea potea. Is it clear?
It's blood.
Your network pia ni shida. Your network pia ni shida, ndio maana hata nazima video yangu so that isilete shida. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Now let us eliminate z. Here, am I going to add or am I going to subtract? I will add.
Yes.
Will I add or will I subtract?
You add.
I will add. So when I add minus plus, this becomes 0. So we add everywhere else. So 6x plus x becomes 7x. 2y plus minus 3y becomes
Minus y.
minus y. 2 plus minus 3. So it is basically 2 minus 3. So inakuwa minus y plus 0 is equals to 14 plus 15 inakuwa 29.
29.
So now we have another equation which is 7x minus y is equals to 29. So this is our equation 2. So what have we done from our system of equations? We took two equations, tukachukua C and A, tuka-eliminate Z. We took another set of equations A and B and we eliminated the Z. So that what we are left with are two equations ambazo zina the same unknowns. We now have equation 1 which is 7x minus 3y is equals to 31. We have another equation 7x minus y is equals to 29. Now we will continue with the same process. Now it's like you have only two unknowns. Nikiwaachia hapa mtafuta mtaweza kupata. You solve for this simultaneously using elimination. I'm sure from here you can be able to get the answer. In this case, we'll eliminate x kwa sababu the coefficients are already similar. So I will subtract. So 7 minus 7x gives me 0. Minus 3y minus y inakuwa
2y.
Minus 2y is equals to 29 minus 21 minus 29 inakuwa ngapi?
Minus 2.
See, umenili 7x minus 3y should be 31.
7?
The first equation.
Oh, hapa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. 31.
So it should be 31 minus 29.
Okay. Thank you. 31 minus 29 inakuwa ngapi?
2.
2. Therefore the value of y itakuwa 2 divided by negative 2 inakuwa, we divide each side by negative 2 and by negative 2. So the value of y is minus 1. Now you replace this y in either, no, not there, in either of these two equations, is E ama E, so that you can get the value of x. So 7x minus, now the value of y is minus 1, so minus 1 is equals to 29. So 7x plus 1 is equals to 29. So 7x is equals to, we will take the value of 1 to the other side and it becomes a negative, so minus 1. So 7x is equals to 28. Therefore, the value of x will be 28 divided by 7. We divide each side by 7 by 7, giving us a value of 4. Sawa.
Yes.
Now we have the value of y and we have the value of x. Now we can come to any of these equations, A, B, or C, to get the value of z. Now let us use this one here, 2x, the equation C. So the value of x is 4 minus 2, and the value of y is negative 1, plus z is equals to 12. Now 2 times 4 is 8, minus 2 minus 1 inakuwa plus 2 plus z is equals to 12. So 10 plus z is equals to 12. Now let us take 10 to the other side and it will become a negative, so minus 10, giving us that the value of z is 12 minus 10 is 2. Are we together?
Yes.
What we have just done is we have solved for a simultaneous equation with 3 unknowns by eliminating. We have solved a system of equations with 3 unknowns by eliminating a variable. So whichever variable you choose to eliminate is up to you, but I would advise you to eliminate zile variable ambayo the coefficient is 1, the easiest for you to eliminate. Are we together?
Yes.
Kuna swali mpaka hapa? A question? Hi. Let us try another example. We have 2x plus y plus 3z is equals to negative 2. We have x minus y minus z is equals to minus 3. We have 3x minus 2y plus 3z is equals to minus 12. Let's label this as equation A, this as B, and this as equation C. Now looking at our equations A, B, and C, we can see that this y will be the easiest kwa sababu the coefficient before the variable is 1. So we will eliminate the variable y. So we choose equation A. Now using equation A and B, we will eliminate y. Now 2x plus y plus 3z is equals to minus 2. X minus y minus z is equals to minus 3. Now, how are we going to eliminate for y in this case? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract? We are going to add. Y plus negative y should give us 0. Plus minus ni minus. So we add. So therefore we are going to add in these 3 other places. Network leo iko na shida sana. So we add. So 2x plus 3x is 2x plus x gives us 3x. So this will give us a 0. So 3x plus minus z inatupatia 3z plus minus z inatupatia ngapi? Remember, a plus and a minus will give us a minus. So it's so plus 2z is equals to, so negative 2 plus negative 3 inatupatia ngapi? Minus 5. So we have the first equation, 3x plus 2z is equals to minus 5. Now let us use now A and C to eliminate y. We'll use the equation A and C to eliminate the variable y. Ama you can use it, no, y. So 2x plus y plus 3z is equals to negative 2. And equation C is 3x minus 2y plus 3z is equals to negative 12. Now, how are we going to eliminate y in this case? These coefficients are not the same. This coefficient is 1 and this is 2. So what are we going to do? We'll take this equation A and multiply it by 2. So inakuwa 4x plus 2y plus 6z is equals to negative 4. And this remains the same. 3x minus 2y plus 3z is equals to negative 12. Now, what am I going to do to y to make it 0? How am I going to eliminate it? Am I going to add or am I going to subtract? So plus 2y minus 2y to give me 0. Will I add or will I subtract? I will add. So this will become 0 when I add. So 4x plus 3x inanipatia ngapi? 7x plus 0 plus 6z plus 3z inakuwa 9z.
Z.
Minus 4 plus minus 12
Nine.
gives me
Minus 4 minus
Minus 16.
16.
minus 16. Now, as you can see, we now have two equations with two unknowns. Cheryl, umepotea ama uko na sisi?
Oh, sawa.
Okay. Now we have two equations with two unknowns. So we will continue solving by eliminating. Now let's see. We have 3x plus 2z is equals to negative 5, and we have 7x plus 9z is equals to negative 16. Now we can eliminate x or we can eliminate z. Which one do we eliminate? Which one do you want to eliminate? X or z?
X.
X.
X. Now, I want us to have a common number, a common coefficient. So what do we do? Let's take a common coefficient to be 21. The LCM, the lowest common multiple of 3 and 7 is 21. So what will I do to 3 to get 21?
Multiply by 7.
I will multiply by the 7. So I will multiply the whole equation by 7. Now what will I do to 7 to get 21? I will multiply by 3. Therefore, so this will be 21x plus, so 7 times 2 gives me 14z is equals to minus 5 times 7 is negative 35.
35.
The second equation, this is be 21x plus 3 times 9z will give me 27z is equals to negative 16 times 3. Nanipatia ngapi?
Negative 48.
Negative 48. Now we are eliminating x. So what will I do? Will I add or will I subtract so that I can get 0?
Subtract.
I will subtract because both of them are positive. So this will give me 0. So 14, and I will subtract now kila mahali. So 14 minus 27 inanipatia
Minus 13.
minus 13z is equals to negative 35 minus 48 inanipatia ngapi?
13.
13 positive plus 13. Therefore, the value of z will be this 13 divided by negative 13 to give me a value of negative 1. We'll get that the value of z is negative 1. Now, we will replace this z in either of these equations, equation 2 ama equation 1, to get the value of x. Now, let us replace it up a juu. So 3x plus 2z, and the value of z is negative 1, is equals to negative 5. So 3x minus 2 is equals to minus 5. We will take this value of negative 2 to the other side and it will become positive. So we are left with 3x is equals to minus 5 plus 2 will give us minus 3. So the value of x is negative 3 divided by 3 to give us negative 1. Are we together?
Yes.
We now have the value of x, we now have the value of z. Now we can replace them in our initial equations. You can choose any to replace it, to give the value of y. Now tell me, when you replace, when you substitute, to me whichever equation, and I use everything. Okay, now 2x, the value of x is negative 1. So 2 minus 1 plus y plus 3. The value of z is minus 1 as well, is equals to minus 2. So minus 2 plus y minus 3 is equals to minus 2. Y, when you take minus 2 minus 3, you can put here minus 5 is equals to minus 2. Okay? When I add negative 2 to negative 3, it will give me negative 5. Now when we take this negative 5 to the other side, it will be positive. So what you're left with is y is equals to negative 2 plus 5 to give us the value of y to be 3.
3.
Are we together?
Yes.
Now that is how we solve simultaneous equations with 3 unknowns, by eliminating. Kuna swali? Any question? There's no question. Hamna swali? Now, whichever variable you decide to eliminate in the beginning, whether it is x or y or z, hakuna shida. All of you will get the same answer. Whether you choose to eliminate x, then y or z, you will all get the same answer. But choose ile ambao coefficient ni 1. It will be easier for you. Now, that is solving simultaneous equations by elimination. We can solve simultaneous equations by substitution method. Now, what do I mean by substitution? Let us start with 2 unknowns. For example, you have an equation, a system of equations kama hiyo. You have a system of equations like that. Let me even rewrite this in the ifanane. X plus y is equals to 3. X plus 3y is equals to 5. And you have been told to solve these simultaneous equations by substitution method. Now, how are we going to go about it? You will take the easiest of the equations, ama ile ambayo the coefficient is 1. Kwa mfano, you take equation, this is equation A and equation B. When we take equation A, let's say we want to substitute x. What we do is we make x the subject. We take x and make it the subject. So in this case, x nimepotea kidogo. Give me a minute. Okay. We will take x and make it the subject. When we make this x the subject, x will therefore be given by, we will take y to this other side and it will become a negative. And so x will therefore be 3 minus y. Now what do we do with this value of x? We take it and we replace it in our second equation. We will substitute the value of x, the variable x, in our second equation. So now, our second equation is x plus 3y is equals to 5. But the value of x is 3 minus y. So 3 minus y plus 3y is equals to 5. Now we no longer have 2 unknowns, we only have the unknown variable y. So open in the brackets, you'll get that 3. So minus y plus 3y inatupatia ngapi? Plus 2y is equals to 5. Now 2y is equals to, we will take 3 to the other side and it will become a negative. So 5 minus 3 inakuwa 2. So y will therefore be 1. Now we will replace this value of y in either of these 2 equations, A or B, to give us the value of x. Wacha tutumie the first one. So x plus y, x plus y, and now the value of y is 1, is equals to 3. X plus 1 is equals to 3. So x will therefore be 2. Tumeelewa how we are solving by substitution?
Yes.
We take one of the equations, we make one of the variables the subject. After making the variable the subject, we replace that variable in the other equation and we solve for the unknown variable. Let us try this one. We have x plus 3y is equals to 11. And the second equation is 4x minus 7y is equals to 6. We have equation A and we have equation 2. Always make the easiest, always make the variable, the easiest variable to be the subject. Kwa ile ambayo haina coefficient, it will be easier for you to calculate. Now, let's take equation 1 and we make x the subject. When we make x the subject, itakuwa x is 11 minus 3y.
Y.
Okay? Are we together?
Yes.
Now, we get that x is equals to 11 minus 3y. We go to the second equation and we replace the value of x with 11 minus 3y. Therefore, 4x and x is 11 minus 3y minus 7y is equals to 6. Now we no longer have two unknowns, you only have the unknown variable y. So opening this bracket, tutapata ni 44 minus 12y minus 7y is equals to 6. When you group the like terms together, minus 12y minus 7y gives us minus 19y is equals to 6. Now what do? We will take this 19y to the other side to become a positive value. Kisha tunarudisha the constant on this other side and it will become a negative value. So 44 minus 6 will give us 38 is equals to 19y. So the value of y will be 38 divided by 19 to give us a value of 2. Are we together?
Yes.
Now we have y as 2. We will replace this y in either of our equations 1 or 2 to give us the value of x. So let's take the second one. So 4x minus 7 and y is 2. So multiplied by 2 is equals to 6. So 4x minus 7 times 2 to give us 14 is equals to 6. Now 14 taken to the other side will become a positive number. So what you're left with is 4x is equals to 14 plus 6 is 20. Therefore x will be 20 divided by 4 to give us that the value of x is 5. Okay?
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
Now what we have done there is we have solved the simultaneous equation with two unknowns by substitution. Now we can do the same when given three unknowns. We can do the same when given three unknowns. Kwa mfano, x minus 2y plus z is equals to negative 4. Minus 4x plus y minus 2z is equals to 1. 2x plus 2y minus z is equals to 10. And you're told to solve for the variables x, y, and z by substitution method. Remember, these are linear equations. They are a group of, they are a system of equations. Now, let us use equation A, and we will make the easiest, the variable ambayo ikona a coefficient of 1 as the subject. Now, using equation A, using A, x will be equal to, when we make x the subject, we will take these other values to the other side of the equal sign, and they will become positive and this will become negative. So x is equals to negative 4 plus 2y minus z. Sawa sawa?
Yes.
X is equals to negative 4 plus 2y minus z. Let me rewrite it so that the constant iende huko mwisho. So therefore x is equals to 2y minus z minus 4. Okay? Now we will substitute this value of x in equation B and equation C. Mahali ambapo kuna x, tutaweka hii value ambayo tumepata hapa chini. So hapa minus 4x tunaweka x as 2y minus z minus 4. Hapa katika 2x we'll put the value of x, we substitute the value of x as 2y minus z minus 4. Now equation B. Equation B is minus 4x, so minus 4. The value of x is 2y minus z minus 4. Plus y minus 2z is equals to 1. And equation C will be 2. Substituting the value of x with this expression, itakuwa 2y minus z minus 4 plus 2y minus z is equals to 10. Let us simplify. Let us open these brackets. So this is, so the first one, let me label this as 1 and this as 2. So this ya kwanza itakuwa minus 8y minus 4 times minus z inakuwa plus 4z minus 4 times minus 4 becomes plus 16 plus y minus 2z is equals to 1. And the second equation inakuwa, opening those brackets, zinakuwa 4y 2 minus times minus z becomes minus 2z 2 times minus 8 becomes minus 8 plus 2y minus z is equals to 10. Let us collect the like terms together. So minus 8 plus y, minus 8y plus y becomes 7y minus 7y
Minus 7y.
plus 4z minus 2z becomes plus 2z. Now plus 16, being a constant, we'll take it to the other side, mali constant ziko, but being positive hii side tukivukisha on the other side of the equal sign inakuwa negative. So 1 minus 16 becomes minus 15. Now we do the same for the second equation. We group the like terms. 4y plus 2y becomes 6y minus z minus 2z plus minus z becomes minus 3z is equals to negative 8. When taken to the other side of the equal sign becomes a positive. So 10 plus 8 will give us 18. Okay. Now we have reduced our system of equation with 3 unknowns to a system of equation with only 2 unknowns. Now what do? We are still going to continue with substitution method. Okay? Unless told otherwise, we are going to continue with substitution method. Now which value are we going to substitute in this case? We can substitute z or we can substitute y. Which one do you prefer? Ni gani mnaona itakuwa rahisi? Let us eliminate in this case 6y. We'll use this equation 2 and make y the subject. Now 6y minus 3z is equals to 18. 6y, we'll take this value of 3z to the other side. Na itakuwa 18 minus 3z. Now we want y, not 6y. So we will divide each side by 6 by 6. Therefore the value of y will be equal to 18 minus 3z over 6. Because this is a shared denominator, y is equals to 18 divided by 6 will be 3 minus 3 divided by 6 will be a half z. That is the value of y. Now we will replace this value of y and substitute it to the value of y in the first equation. So minus 7, taking the value of y as 3 minus a half z plus 2z plus 2z is equals to minus 15. We'll minus 15. Now let us open these brackets. This will be minus 21. Minus 7 times minus a half z, itatupatia positive 7 over 2z plus 2z is equals to minus 15. Now we only have one variable z. So 7 over 2z plus 2z will give us 7 over 2 plus 2 inatupatia ngapi?
11 over 2.
11 over 2. So negative 21 plus 11 over 2z is equals to negative 15. Now let us take our negative 21, the constant, to the other side of the equal sign, and it becomes a positive number, so itakuwa negative 15 plus 21 to give us plus 6. Now 11 over 2 z is equals to 6. What will be the value of z? So we'll take 6 times the reciprocal of this, which is 2 over 11, to give us that the value of z is equals to, nimekosea mahali kweli, nimekosea wapi? Kuna mahali nimekosea, let me see. Shouldn't give us that. This is a positive. Remember here, this was 6y minus 3z is equals to 18. When we took 3z to the other side of the equal bracket, it should become plus. Inafaa kuwa plus, so that this inafaa kutupatia that y is equals to 3 plus a half z. This is plus as well. So that when you take 3, this times this is minus 21, and this is minus 7 over 2z, plus that, this is minus, minus 7 over 2 plus 2z. Network leo ni shida. Is it clear ama bado iko black?
Go clear.
Okay, now negative 7 over 2 z plus 2z inatupatia ngapi? This will be minus 21. Minus 7 2z over 2z plus 2z gives us minus 3 over 2 z is equals to minus 15. So that when you take this negative 21 on the other side, it becomes a positive. So plus 21 minus 15 becomes plus 6. So negative 3 over 2z is equals to where are we? Is equals to 6. So z, when you take the z will be given by 6 times the reciprocal of this side. So times negative 2 over 3 times negative 2 over 3. This cancel. It's a cancel back in a z is equals to 3 goes, this goes in a quarter. So z is, hey my friend. Yeah. So you'll get that the value of z is negative 4. Are we together?
Yes.
Now we will take this value of z and replace it in either of these, substitute it in either of these two equations to give us the value of y. Tuchukue hiyo ya pili ama ya kwanza, whichever will give us the value of y. Now 6y ama hata hii hapa, this y is equals to 3 plus a half z, it should still give you the value of y. So taking this second equation hapa, 6y minus 3, the value of z is minus 4, is equals to 18. So 6y minus 3 times minus 4 inatupatia 12 plus 12 is equals to 18. We take this constant 12 to the other side of the equal sign, and it will become negative 12. So 6y is equals to 18 minus 12 will be 6.
6.
Therefore, the value of y is equals to 1.
1.
Are we together?
Yes.
Okay. Now let us replace. We now have the value of y, and we now have the value of z. We can take those two variables and replace them in any of these equations to give us the value of x. Let us use this third one, equation C. So 2x plus 2, the value of y is 1. So 2 times 1 minus z, and the value of z is minus 4. So minus 4 is equals to 10. Therefore, 2x plus 2 minus minus 4 gives us plus 4 is equals to 10. So 2x plus 6 is equals to 10. Taking this positive 6 to the other side of the equal sign will become minus 6. So 2x will therefore be 10 minus 6 is 4. And the value of x is 2. Are we together?
Yes.
What we have done is we have solved these simultaneous equations with 3 unknowns by using substitution method. Okay? Kuna swali? Is there a question?
No.
Now, what I want you to do, we'll end the lesson there today. So what I want you to do is you go try those other 2 examples that we did katika elimination, and you now try to use substitution and see whether you will get the same answer. Sawa sawa.
Yes, Mori.
So that tomorrow we have a class at what time? We're supposed to have a math class tomorrow. So I'm not sure whether we are going to meet, but if you're going to meet, we'll do something else. So that this week I want to send an assignment and a cut. No, I will send an assignment so that when we finish this topic, then I will send the cut.